what do you call it? It's Xbox Gold free weekend for till the 11th. So I was gonna just play the game for a while. Fun. Probably just play as much as the Mutt team and the franchise mode. Tim Tebow. Get Tim Tebow. Campus hero. QB though. I don't need that QB. Sorry, Tim Tebow. Alright, so what is it? I don't know why this is so broken. Game's been out for a couple of weeks. Oh, I know. Alright, now we're just looking for some stuff to do. Okay. Now, where was I? So apparently I got Tim. Don't really want. But at this point, probably go through my sets. I do have it. Two outside linebacker. That's not bad. That'll be it. Run over. Go to my team and sort it up. I think. Don't put in Tebow, please. Oh God. No, I don't. Tebow do my. How do I? Denzo. Hey. But we still got a bad right guard. Main thing is the right guard. Guy in the 60s. Still. kickoff champion. Kickoff champion. Oh, this is, you can go after specific front. Use one rookie token to pick one of 10 keeper. Can be complete time, but I need a token. Oh, they fixed this. Okay, that's good. I like that they made this, the sets, easier to fill out. Still minor. Just to see. Manually go through. Players that don't. Can he pick it? Man, if I was a keeper, pick it. Alright, filling out the team. Sure. Got the best team together here. I want to end up getting rid of the player actually. Guess we're getting better. Yeah, you can see it get. Contract. I keep getting players that don't. Can I sort? Completion percentage. Gold ultimate kickoff exchange. Dubs. 76. Could be better. I don't know why. So I have to pick a stadium. Care. Import. Yep, I wasted it. Stadium pack. Because it's stupid. They're all stupid. Want. Receiver. I don't know why that's good. I wasted some. For sure. Still don't have a right guard though. Proving the team a little. Damn, but guard. Just wanna. Now we're on John Madden's coaching career. I like how it says it's about his coaching career and then it starts. It's playing career. By the Eagles, but rush for 35 yards in one drive. 2 ball carry, 15 yards in 2 minutes. Okay. Rushing.
Hey folks, it's the coach here.
Coach.
Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
Okay, let's give it to Larry Zonka.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's got room.
Nice.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
And they'll run on first down with Jefferson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. All right? If it's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
There we go.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
All right, pass for 60 yards. And then he just throws in a little Madden thing. This is called A Coach is Born. Pass for 60 yards, don't get sacked, gain 20 yards in place. Pass for 60 yards, don't.
Hello everyone, you're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're down 7. You've got the ball on your own 15-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. And he's taken down down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Scissors.
Play fake. Now here's Montana. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Montana's throw into the hands of Gonzalez here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2 minute.
Check here. Gain 20 plus yards. Yes. 60 yards. Let's drive. It doesn't matter.
Second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, this is Jefferson.
Oh, I missed that hole.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Montana, and his throw here is incomplete.
That play
That's not the
took
first time
way
they've
longer
gone
than
his way
I
on this
thought it
drive, and they
did.
were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
No play action. I gotta stop with the play action. It's getting me in trouble.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Montana. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 39. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
You got it.
A give up the middle to Jefferson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On first down, they'll stay with Jefferson on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made.
But I ended up. Pass for 60 yards? Oh, come on.
The defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play action. It's Montana. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Montana. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Really playing good
Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And Allen's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that.
And I completely forgot that I had
the Packers offense here, ready to go on 1st and 10.
It was both passing.
They go play action with Montana. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
It's a weird play.
To throw is Montana.
He almost got intercepted.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Pretty sure I hit the button twice and snapped the ball. Stay away from play action pass. Let's try and get the tight end in here.
On first down, Montana. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Montana's throw taken in by Moss. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They will look to throw. Montana.
Crap. Oh, crap.
His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Don't allow a touchdown. Don't allow 15 yards. 2+ tackle. Oh, don't allow a touchdown. Too bad. 15+ yards. That's a toss-up.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're ahead by 4, but your opponent has the ball at your 40-yard line as we get set here on first down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sacked there by Bruce Smith. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And he's out of bounds. bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
With Warren Sapp.
Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge.
But it's just not working.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Ryan. And this one is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
That's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Don't allow more than 50 passing yards. 50 passing yards.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're ahead by just a field goal. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10.
That went into the hands of Adams downfield.
What was that?
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start difficulty.
Try shutting up.
Here are the Raiders as they get set on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
Well, these aren't working.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let's go, baby.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Nice. What?
To the sideline.
You gotta be kidding. That wasn't sack.
Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Do not.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
What the hell is this?
And he is going to have a Raiders first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Man, I went crazy there. I haven't seen the computer do that, actually. Put that much effort into actually trying to win. Just want to cover 2 guys.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first.
Nothing to challenge? What are you talking about? There's
If you run an out route, it's likely.
It wasn't a catch.
Sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st down, Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete.
They're just
and getting this
fucking getting everything. I'm so sick of this shit. I'll do one more, and then I'm done. I'll switch to easy. Breeze through them. I don't want to keep wasting my time with this crap. I want to actually be playing this game. Stuck in this mud.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. You have a 3-point lead. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's
Guys, come on.
Complete it to Renfrow.
My defense
he's taken
is
down, but able to slip across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them first down.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Score a touchdown. 6 plays, score a rushing touchdown. I want it to be.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 4. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Why did they stop?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well.
Oh, come on.
And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Science.
Here's Montana to throw. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Montana. He's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try and run through this with Jefferson. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Run.
They'll try and run for it with Allstott. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mike Allstott as the first half is winding down. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
In the game, score a touchdown, don't worry. Playing a full game or just half a game? I always forget to check and see where.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
Okay, so
let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 4. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line.
No. Absolutely not. All right, let's try that again.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports.
All right, Coach.
Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 4. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Seems to be the only guy that can catch the ball. Oh, crap, come on!
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken
Why would you
down.
design a play that leaves him right next to the guy
He's
like
the one
that?
who
That's
gets
so
in there
dumb.
and
Why would
brings
he
him
do
down to
that?
the ground. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and
Such
boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Okay, fuck.
Betty.
Fuck this shit.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 4. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
It might happen. All right. All right.
Shotgun. Here's Montana. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
I was just trying to hike
that
the ball.
Nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. And he can't.
I'm really getting sick of this game. I really am. Holy shit. I'm not going down to easy. This is bullshit.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 4. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That is what my players
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Touchdown! Tony Gonzalez, 59 yards. And the Packers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Kenewagu now out of his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
There we go.
And the Packers pick it up. And they have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
The 71 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Walk down and then kick it.
Looking to run with Jefferson. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 10. A little under 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Cousins. And this one too low. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Don't do that.
He goes. 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Doesn't matter.
One last shot now for Cousins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Don't allow more than 50 yards this drive. Alright. See how that goes. Times that I have to try it.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. Tie game 7-7. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. First and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue, because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Just gotta keep kicking.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 45 on second down, Mariota. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mariota's throw taken in by Edwards. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Throwing again on second down. Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mariota again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Don't allow a touchdown when the score. Since where we're playing is from the fourth quarter.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Thanks. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. It's a tie ball game, 14 points apiece. Your opponent has the ball on their side of the field. They fake the handoff, now Lock. Got his, and now look at this, big gain, but a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
That's good timing. You know what?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Help me with your suggestions, Coach. What the?
Yeah, that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield.
Hey, they're just going to sack me every time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw
incomplete so much bullshit.
Well. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Penning runs over it. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. Trucks over him. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal
it's in his
kickers,
hands.
being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump.
Gonzalez
a lot of
is my
guys like
guy.
a little
He's
bit of
gotta
distance
catch
because you know
those.
they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
It's a gain of 35. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to...
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So now Locke and the Seahawks down 21-14. A little over 20 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Locke, he's got Melton. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Locke to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
Really?
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
I shall try. Guy who's forgetting. All right. Score a passing touchdown. Rush for 15 yards. Don't throw. So score a passing touchdown. And rush for 50. All right.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
This challenge begins in the 2nd quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're down 7. You've got the ball on your own 40, and it's 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Yeah, no, I just need to pass for a touchdown. Trying to match.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Montana. And it's a Packers touchdown. Ran 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Don't allow a touchdown. Don't allow a first down. Don't allow more than... Allow a touchdown. First down's probably going to happen. Anyway. Always hard.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're trailing by 1. Your opponent has the ball on your 20-yard line. As we get set here, first and goal. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention.
That's fine. Be sure you pay attention.
First down and 10 now for the Saints offense as they get ready. Jameis to throw it. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Lutz is good. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
3 passes and 6 points. 3 passes and 6 points.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're all tied at 10. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, first and 10. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes a receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Score 9 points in the second half. 9 points. Okay. Down. Interesting number.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're leading. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw and a good quick 1st down as well.
Straight ahead with Jefferson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Jefferson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamar Jefferson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Took too long, though. I need to get that ball back quick and get
extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Wentz to throw.
Nice.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Play action. It's Montana. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Now a 2nd down and 6. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll go again here with Jefferson. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is...
And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamar Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
All right. Don't allow more than 20 rushing yards. Tackles. Well, if I blitz all the time, they're just gonna score. That doesn't really matter. I can still win the challenge.
Hey folks, it's the coach here.
If they score.
Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're ahead on the scoreboard. Your opponent has the ball right at midfield, and it's 1st and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's got this to the 30.
Am I supposed to prevent? Don't allow more than 20 rushing yards. Okay.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Go ahead.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odigizua. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run right on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
4th quarter, we just got to win a game and don't allow any. And score a field goal, possibly.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. You're trailing by 2 points. You've got the ball on your own 40. As we get set here, 1st and 10. He's got room at the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Jefferson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
Okay, I need to check on what this goal is in here. Win the game, don't allow any points. Already in field position,
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, a run with Jefferson.
Dude.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
On the handoff, it's Jefferson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll go right back to Jefferson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
So I could hit the field goal.
Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Moving down to about 4 seconds.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
All right. Now.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there. And he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
All right, score a touchdown this drive. Pass for 30 yards, rush for 50. Pass for 30, rush for 50. And score a touchdown.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
Pass for 30, rush for 13.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Play fake, now here's Montana. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll give this to Jefferson running right. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he will be brought down at about this.
Okay, I got that. What else do I need? 4 touchdown this drive, so that's it.
Line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. We're scoreless after 1.
Yeah.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Alright, okay, I get it.
To throw is Montana.
No!
The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming. The first touchdown, Packers. Keenan Allen from 6 yards away. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Where are they? Huh. Kicking me out. It's all of them. Did I get any more packs? I should. Bats home. Bats home. Open pack. Us. $86 for Randy Moss. No. And can go to the bundle. Was that special? That's 27. This is 34. I want to go for the 4 elite. Does anybody care about strategy items? Some more packs for that, probably. Not a bad looking team. All right. So it's still near right guard too. Get sacked so much. I put Tebow up for auction. Player option. All right. Still a little left guard. That's the problem. Or right guard. My team got it a little bit. It's alright. Already played these challenges. Pretty sure. Oh. Play him again. It's so weird. This game.
Welcome to Ultimate Team. Beat this challenge to unlock your starter team. To get you started, you'll be playing with a team of some of the best players in Madden.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Brady now on first down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Brady.
Nope.
And he fires one incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Christian McCaffrey, 63 yards.
Congratulations. You've beaten this challenge and unlocked the starter team and a special uniform. Now,
It's weird. I'm like unlocking stuff I've already unlocked. Not sure what this game is. Yeah, it's broken. I can't believe it's broken like this. Headline. Kickoff. Oh, still more. That's not my team. Does anything give me players? A Legends token. Tokens. But nothing about giving me actual players. Just 1,000 coin. That's just 2,000 coin. They don't even give very much coin anymore. Man, this is a big letdown, actually. They wanted you to just do the solo battle stuff, probably. Well, I do just want to play a little bit more just to get the at least one back. I need what, 3,000 coins? This one. Okay, don't allow 25. I can't play. Don't allow 20.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball at midfield, 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now with McSorley. Oh, no, he lost the football.
That works.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Gain 30 yards this drive. Don't get sacked. Okay. 30 yards and don't get sacked.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the 2nd quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
Why did you let my quarterback run?
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Touchdown, Packers!
I forget what the challenge
Miles
was.
Sanders,
Did I do good or
79
bad?
yards. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up.
15 rushing yards. Allow a touchdown. Don't allow 15 rushing yards.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has possession at your 30-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10. And the Packers pick it up. There he goes, left side. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
35 yards, don't allow 25.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
He just ran up the middle.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Trying to improvise. Nice. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Don't allow 30 yards. Don't allow 50.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
So 1st and 10, and the Rams offense gets ready.
To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We pick up this challenge in the 3rd quarter with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has driven into your territory. 2nd and 8. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
He actually
throw led
caught
him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Hoyer. And that will be incomplete.
Well, right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us and praise a defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Don't allow a touchdown. Don't allow 10 yards.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach.
Thanks, coach.
Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. But your opponent has driven down to your 25. And it's 1st and 10.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Freaking sack.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Jones.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good.
There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Complete 5 passes. Don't throw 3 incompletions. Complete 5 passes. Okay.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
We will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a big play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the 1st half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fitzgerald on the slant. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Got all my coin. Good. And in. Pick one. Halfback, I need a halfback. Kicker, defensive tackle, wide receiver. Let's go halfback. And can go to this. Finally back. Quarterback I don't care about. Guard. Well, finally got a better right guard. Little linebacker. Tight end. Alright, let's sort this. At least we got a right guard, that helps. Defense, we got some linebackers, some help. Ends could use some help. Linebackers and offense, we've got guards. Guards the tackles. Your whole offensive line. Two defensive tackle. It's not gonna make any difference. Let's check to see how long I've been playing. Okay. A couple of. Okay, so close to getting some of these. Well, put something up for sale. I'm gonna get rid of Tebow. He sucks. Can't auction him. Okay, great. That's awesome. I have 4,000. Let's just see if can get gold. Let's play. Same thing. $78 wide receiver. Green metal linebacker, waste them. Game 6 gold. Alright, let's see what other kind of challenges I can play here. Actually, what I should do is total balance. Let's try pro.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is now over. It's time to play ball.
I think I might have better defense than them.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Taken in at the 3. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Just missed
And
that.
he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Ready up. Switch, yellow. Set.
A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job
And then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive
touchdown.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now.
From 13 yards out.
And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point.
So, first quarter.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
How did he even get back in the...
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
First down, here's Cousins.
Okay.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument the quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 3rd down, Cousins.
No.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
He threw it right to my
he will have a Vikings
defender.
first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's...
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is
the Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Uses the stiff arm. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Looking for a run.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas.
A solid stiff arm. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That was a 20-yard run.
Here we go. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Just want to run it.
Ready. Once again, it's Dallas.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Dallas. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. DJ Dallas taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Oh, he just let me right through.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It says hold the skip adjustments, and I'm pushing the button to hold the skip adjustments. But it's not skipping.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And out now come the Vikings. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Cousins drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Samson Abuka picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just running the clock down.
Another run. Again, it's Dallas.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Dallas up the middle.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Not really that big of a doing the score.
On the handoff, it's Dallas. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. DJ Dallas with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 28-0.
I'd like to get it from
now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the results.
And it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
It's caught. Smith. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're calling timeouts, but they are trying to score.
To throw is Cousins. Right side caught by Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was...
Sounds like something's, but get some coin. A helmet sticker. Chance entry token. Off. Tight end. Sticker. Score let me try one more. See, hold on. Check DoorDash. Order some lunch. For the word door. Oh, apparently I Alright, let's try Frail. No, that was pretty easy. Let's try better.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Alright, let's return it.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded just outside the goal line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building.
QB.
Potential.
I want T-bone.
They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A give to the fullback on the dive.
Oh, shit.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ready, right.
Try to tighten.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Veteran is a challenge.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 49ers and Packers, they've played some big games through the years. You think about just recently, the NFC title game in January of 2020. That was the day that Raheem Mostert ran wild, kind of out of nowhere. And the 49ers advanced to Super Bowl 54. They also met this past January in Lambeau, and that, if you recall, was a game without a lot of offense. The two teams battling the elements. It was a 15-degree night, really cold, but the 49ers got a block punt return for a touchdown late, and then Robbie Gould won it with zeros on the clock to send the 49ers to the NFC Championship game. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out, for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. No score after one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald from 4 yards out. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's the veteran Larry Fitzgerald who finishes it off with a touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt.
I have 3 timeouts.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
Oh, boy.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is brought in at the 21. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Oh, they're watching for it.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. It got his man complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
We'll just kick it. Get by 2 scores.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's like, what do they call it?
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's all I'm concerned about.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Just look out at the wing.
On the give, this is Dallas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just clock run down.
They'll run with Dallas. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Dallas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, it's Dallas.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Now we'll run with Dallas.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
They'll run here with Dallas.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They have no more timeouts.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. DJ Dallas, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
All right.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Garoppolo on first down. This is caught by Malik Turner. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Hey, come on.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On second and very short, Garoppolo. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
That mo broken? I don't know. It's annoying. Get rank. Battle score. Looks like you gotta play a lot of games to get this rank up. Alright, so that's it for me. Well, actually, yeah. Okay. So, I'll play some more this weekend. It is free weekend. I do like the franchise mode. And I actually kind of like the solo battles thing. So I'll be playing that a bit more. Seeing if I can rank or whatever that is. Whatever that's about. So if you like the video, like, share, subscribe, or all the above. By the next time I'm on.